Welcome to the gaming news update. First things first, we're going to take a look at all the content that's coming to PlayStation, and obviously some news regarding the state of the play, because they did reveal some very quite a lot of stuff was revealed during the state of play this past week. First things first, we finally found out the free games that are going to be available from tomorrow include, well, for PlayStation Plus in particular, is going to include Still Rising, Roller Dome, and a brand new game, Form Star, that's going to be a day one release for PlayStation Plus in the month of Feb. If you want to check out this new crazy title that's coming to PS4 and PS5, starting tomorrow. And obviously it'll be free for PlayStation Plus users who want to try check this game out through as part of their monthly game for the month. And then on top of that, we also had we had the state of play, as I mentioned, and there was quite a few announcements in there, including Stellar Blade. Stellar Blade finally got revealed to be coming on the 26th of April, and you can actually start pre-ordering from Wednesday, because yes, from Wednesday they're going to be offering pre-orders where you'll be able to get the following items. There's going to be a standard edition where you'll be able to get obviously the pre-order bonuses, which includes out glasses and outfits and expensive. Obviously, there'll be some clothing and accessories as part of the standard edition. And then there's going to be a digital deluxe edition that's going to be available, which includes some exclusive outfits for the three main characters, as well as other accessories and in-game gold currency. There'll be 5,000 of those and 2,000 XP points that you'll be able to use to help you level up and get upgrades right away if you decide to get the digital deluxe edition of Stellar Blade. So yes, these are going to be available to pre-order from Wednesday for those who want to pre-order this game ready for the 26th of April. And yes, there is going to be a physical copy of the game also available on the 26th of April if you're looking to get a physical version of the game. But yes, nevertheless, and yes, this is the front. And you can also see the front cover that they're using for Stellar Blade when it releases in April. And then on top of that, we did get a glimpse at the new Sonic remake, which is Sonic and Shadow Generation, which is going to be coming this autumn. Silent Hill has got a short message. Is obviously a free to play game for PlayStation, along with a new trailer for Silent Hill 2 remake. We also got to see more from Jada, which is that Bioshock style game that's going to be coming soon. Then we also had a glimpse at the V Rising, which is coming to PlayStation this year. Rise of the Ruin, we know, is coming March 22nd, and we got a glimpse of that. We also had a glimpse of Dragon Dormant, which shows us the combat also coming on the 22nd of March. And also an enhanced version of Until Dawn comes to PS5 and PC later this year for those who have been wanting to get their hands on Until Dawn on the new hardware, on the new PlayStation. Yes, PS5 and PC will be getting the game this year, which is going to be great. It will be a much enhanced version of the game to look forward to later in the year. So there you go. That's some of the announcements that came from the state of play. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to see all the trailers that took place in the state of play to give you a taste of things to come. Also, they also revealed some stuff for Dead Stranding 2 as well, because obviously Dead Stranding 2 comes out next year in 2025. So that is some announcements that came from the state of play. And by June, Nintendo is also due to have a Nintendo Direct later this week or sometime this week, because there's been a lot of talks of Nintendo getting their turn this week to reveal some titles and maybe even the new Nintendo Switch 2, which we'll see. We'll see what happens when Nintendo hopefully does their first Direct of the year this week. Anyway, moving on to some other major news that's come forward, and that is the fact that we've just been hearing some interesting discussions that Xbox exclusive games could be coming to PlayStation. More and more of Xbox titles could be coming to the platform, because we've recently heard that Todd Howard's Starfield could be coming to the platform this year, as well as Indiana Jones, the Indiana Jones game that is also being considered for PS5 to be released by the very end of the year. Sea of Thieves has also been talked about coming to the platform along with Hi-Fi Rush. But yeah, there's been a lot more discussions recently about bringing a lot more of Xbox titles, including Microsoft Flight Simulator, Pandemic, For Horizon might be considered, and the fact that and the fact that they might even consider some Halo content maybe. But yeah, they're kind of there also been some talks about Hellblade 2 getting a PlayStation release as well. So it's very interesting to see that Microsoft is being more open to bringing some of their exclusive titles to PlayStation more and more recently, which definitely seems to suggest they really want to expand themselves on the PlayStation platform in 2024. So it'd be interesting to see how many of these games do make it to the PlayStation platform this year, or whether indeed Halo and For Horizon are going to be some future Xbox exclusives to make themselves cross platform in the future, perhaps. Who knows? But yeah, it's just something that might be in the future for Xbox if this is a hint of things to come. But then on top of that, we did get the trophies for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. There's 61 to unlock when the game releases at the end of the month, so you can imagine how crazy it's going to be. The amount of games that are, the amount of trophies that are going to need to be unlocked for those who want to get their hands on all the um, triumphants that are going to be coming. There's also been talks about a new PlayStation handheld in the works from Sony, which is definitely something to, and also the fact that in terms of the conversations for this release, there's talks that this new handheld is going to actually be is going to be able to play games, and they're hoping to make it so that you can play PS4 and PS5 games portable. Potentially, they want to try and put some PS5 software so it's possible, but obviously they're going to need to do like a pro like patch in order to make the PS5 games work on this hardware, even though some believe it sounds like a Steam Deck, but for PlayStation, which will be very interesting if that happens. But obviously, we'll have to see whether it comes to fruition, considering Sony has had its ups and downs in the handheld market over the years. But who knows? Maybe this will be maybe they'll be able to make some sort of a comeback to it in the future. And then we also have found out some more details about the live service content for Helldivers, and they've of course that they promised they're going to react to PS5 and PC players to make what's best for both platforms, which is nice. So we should be hearing some more about the post-launch content for Helldivers 2 down the road. We also found out Resident Evil 4 is getting a gold edition to only be released in Europe. So yeah, it's going to come out on the 9th of February. And it's going to come with obviously the recent DLC release. So for those who have missed out on the DLCs for Resident Evil 4, you'll be able to get your hands on it from the 9th of February if you want to catch up with Resident Evil 4's content from the last year, which is really nice of them to make that happen. Also, Dragon's Dorman's getting a photo mode. It's been confirmed for the release in March. Also, Jim Carrey's just been confirmed to be returning to the Sonic movies for the third one that's going to be releasing later this year, which is going to be great for anybody who loved his role as Dr. Eggman. And then we found out that Ed is finally being added to Street Fighter 6 at the end of Feb. There's also a new guitar controller for Fortnite Festival and Rock Band 4 coming to PS4 and PS5 for those who want to get their hands on that. And then and that's pretty much the majority of the news right now coming from PlayStation. And yes, there is going to be a free PS5 trial for Spider-Man 2 that's going to be launched. That's going to be launching tomorrow if you want to try out Spider-Man 2 through PlayStation Plus Premium, which is quite nice for anybody who wants to check that out. Anyways, now we move forward to the into the Xbox news, and the Xbox news is in terms of the news for Xbox. Obviously, Baldur's Gate 3 gives there's obviously we just found out that later this month, Final Fantasy 14 is going to be coming to Xbox with a free open beta, and they said that all progression will carry over to the full game when it releases this year, when it finally releases later this month. Well, it's going to release the later this spring, which is really nice. So it won't be too long until the full Xbox Series X and S release of Final Fantasy 14 online, which is going to be great for anybody who wants to play this on an Xbox platform. At least the good thing is that there's going to be an open beta dropping on the 21st of Feb for those who want to try it out on Xbox. Definitely going to be excited for any Final Fantasy fans on Xbox who want to try this out in the next few weeks, which is crazy. But yeah, apart from that, really, this is pretty much all the recent news right now in terms of many games that are going to be coming to they're going to be coming out. And yes, Avowal's going to get multiple endings as well, we found out, and even Xbox is thinking about releasing a handheld down the road as well. There's even talks that Microsoft might finally join the handheld market with their own version of a handheld console, which would be very interesting if that ends up happening from Microsoft in the next few years. Hopefully it'll be a successful release, considering they've never considered themselves as a handheld console company before. But who knows? Maybe that will be in the future for Microsoft should they succeed in this genre. Hopefully they will, considering this will be their first crack at the idea. But yeah, apart from that, really, that is all the gaming news at this time, and we're still obviously, like I said, we're gonna have to wait and see when we're gonna hear more from the likes of First Descent, and hopefully some details about Phasmophobia's console release, because that was delayed recently. Hopefully we'll hear more updates about when we're going to see it come to console, and hopefully some more games will be announced for a release this year. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys soon.